Yo, how's it going, YouTube? It's your boy Miles here, and welcome back to another Call of Duty Black Ops 6 video here on the channel. You're probably wondering why I'm doing a commentary on Black Ops 6. Truthfully, I don't really fucking know. I kind of just dare I say I miss Black Ops 6? I'm not even really sure what I'm saying. I'm just kind of I keep getting burnt out with Black Ops 7. You know, I played it for 3 weeks when it first came out. Prestige the MXR 17 to Prestige Master level 250, got the Afterlife camo. But after I got to Prestige 3 level 35, I just couldn't continue to play the game. I was so incredibly burnt out because at this point we know that everyone that's playing COD today is a diehard COD fan, which means they are most likely, 11 out of 12 players in the lobby are sweats. You know what I mean? And unfortunately, because of how people play nowadays, you got two guys camping in the window with the sniper, two guys camping in corners with super heavy fire rate SMGs, and then you got people setting traps. Tonight, for example, there was a guy in 5 or 6 games that kept throwing these it's like a sentry turret thing. No, it's like a sentry pod type thing every time this guy spawns in, and he would throw one every time he spawned in. And consistently, when I'm trying to shoot at someone, these fucking sentry pods are fucking firing at me, dude. And I guess what I'm trying to say is I just miss this aspect of Call of Duty. Simple 3-lane map design, 6v6 multiplayer with guns that are actually grounded, that look real. I mean, Black Ops 6 was definitely not the game when it comes to realistic weapons, but all of the guns by default were pretty accurate depictions of what real guns are. Black Ops 7 has a bunch of just made up fucking futuristic weapons, you know what I mean? And I know that a lot of them are based off of Black Ops 2 weapons, but for some reason I really enjoyed the Black Ops 6 weapon. What do you call weapon choices, weapon selection? I loved it, to be completely honest with you. Well, I guess what I'm trying to say, the whole premise of this shit is Black Ops 7 is tiring me the fuck out, man. And I know that the game sucks. I know that the player base is extremely fucking cancerous. There is nothing good about the player base right now. There's so many campers. There's so many meta build users. There's so many people who just abuse spawns. And I'm one of the people that just likes to run and gun. I like the guns that I like. I make a nice class, and I run around the map looking for enemies, and I shoot before they shoot me, right? But there are just way too many people setting up camp, and too many people holding hands, playing side by side. Too many people, just using bullshit classes and running around the map with fire shotguns, throwing ridiculous fucking lethals and tacticals in the air. The amount of times in Black Ops 7 I've died to grenades, I think, is more than any Call of Duty ever. And don't even get me started on the footsteps. I can't hear my enemies. And honestly, when it comes to that type of stuff, I genuinely how am I supposed to compete in a game where you're supposed to hear your enemies in order to dictate where they are inside of a closed space, and I can't hear my enemies? That puts me at literally such a large disadvantage, to the point where I don't even want to fucking play the game anymore. But I have to deal with that shit. And then I have to try and get my score streaks, and I have to try and carry my team to the win. And it's I have a bunch of average Joes playing with me, and every time I play a fucking match of casual 6v6, mind you, open matchmaking, not skill-based matchmaking servers, open matchmaking, bro, persistent lobbies, that type of quote-unquote matchmaking, even though I know deep down it's still skill-based matchmaking. Deep down, I know there's still a good amount of skill-based matchmaking in there, even though they claim, less skill-based matchmaking is involved. It's more so about just, Wi-Fi connection. Bullshit. Fucking shit. For a while, I believed it too. In the beginning of Black Ops 7's lifestyle, I was really skeptical for the first couple of days after the beta. But then I was like, you know what? This game's pretty fine. It's pretty calm. And then all of a sudden, I stopped playing for 3 weeks. Why? It got boring. I'll be honest, it got boring. most of us, obviously, at this point also know that this is pretty much just a copy and paste, and just with a different skin and a different font in terms of Call of Duty. There's nothing that really differentiates Black Ops 7 from Black Ops 6. Graphics-wise, movement-wise, physics-wise, everything looks exactly the same. If you take World at War, Black Ops 1, Black Ops 2, Black Ops 3, the physics engine on all of those games are different. And that's just like the tip of the iceberg with the differences in those games. You know what I mean? You can't just fucking keep doing this to me. Like, I honestly, I think I'm facing what I would like to call COD burnout. I'm at this point just like losing touch with reality and what is fucking real, because this game has no fucking soul. The people that play this game have no fucking soul. I've never seen such degeneracy. I've actually no. Like, listen, I'm not a cool kid by any means. I fucking play Call of Duty for a few hours a day. You know, I go to class in college. I play on a D team at a D3 basketball school, right? Like, I'm not that fucking cool. I'm just a regular dude. But I have morals, okay? I have morals. And I like video games. And the games that I like to play them the right way. Now, do I hop into the enemy spawn after killing 4 or 5 people in a line? You know, from my spawn, like for example, Nuketown, I start in the back, I kill 4 or 5 people in the midsection, not get to the enemy spawn. Am I not going to abuse the spawn? Of course I'm going to abuse the spawn trap once or twice. But I'm not someone that aims for that every single play, every single life. I'm just trying to stack kills. I want to get my score streaks. Occasionally, yeah, I'll camp up for about 30 to 45 seconds middle to try and, you know, get people to come towards middle and pick them off one by one. But that's normal. That's how you build a streak in Call of Duty. I don't just run to a spot and aim down the sights and wait for people to come to me. I find them. And it's so much harder to streak up when you're trying to find people that are just waiting for you to come to them. And there's 3 to 4 people each on the enemy team that are doing that every match down the road. And the teammates that I play with, most of them aren't running around the map like me. You guys know how I play if you've seen my videos. I run around the map like a chicken without a fucking head. I don't really like keep logic in mind when it comes to how I rotate and how I flank with these maps. I literally just have a bloodlust for kills when it comes to Call of Duty. And once I learn a map, once I learn its lanes, I just kind of predict where the enemies are going to fucking be. Like, this map right here was honestly not a bad map. It wasn't great, but it came out towards the end of the life cycle, and honestly, like, it wasn't horrible. But as you can see there, I get killed in the back by someone that I couldn't hear, and this was not as persistent in Black Ops 6 than it was in Black Ops 7, but 100% there were issues with hearing people in Black Ops 7. Well, there are so many fucking issues with hearing people in this game. And I don't even know what to say anymore. You know what I mean? Like, women are developing this game, which is the first problem. And there's no issue with women developing video games. It's just women shouldn't be developing. Well, actually, I'm not going to say that. Girls can develop Call of Duty, but there's no way a mature, masculine game like this should be developed by a full studio of females, because this is the product that you get out of it. So thank you, feminism, and enjoy the rest of your night, guys. I'll catch you later.